after this, but this is the last comic from our class. We are very proud of him. Please give a big round of applause to James Burke.
Thank you to everyone for coming out to the Stress Factory in Bridgeport, Connecticut. This is awesome. So, I don't live too far from here, just a town away. I've been living in Connecticut for the past 5 years. It's me, it's the love of my life, my wife, who's in the audience today.
There you go.
We have 4 boys at home, 4 boys. 6 and a half is the oldest. All the way down to 2. Almost turning 2, yes. So when you have 4 boys under the age of 7, there is never a dull moment in your house. I work for an advertising agency in New York City. I've lived in New York for a very long time as well. But before New York, before Connecticut, there was the one and only Massachusetts. Yes, Massachusetts, where I was born and raised. Western Massachusetts, to be precise. Yes, a little town called Long Meadow. And it was a great place to grow up. Great place to grow up. And I was a good kid. Generally a good kid. It depends who you ask. But certainly got into my fair share of trouble. Nothing ever too crazy. It was all PG-13 kind of stuff. My problem was, I had a love-hate relationship with the rules. Right? Certain rules I loved. They were ironclad, not to be messed with, never to be broken. And then other rules were a bit more subjective, let's say, a bit more open to interpretation. Especially when you're a kid, right? You're in class and the teacher's telling you, hey, you gotta be quiet, no talking in class. Well, what if I have something really important to say? You just gotta blurt it out, right in the middle of what the teacher's talking about. Or, hey, you gotta do your own homework, no copying. Well, what if one of my buddies spent all night perfecting the assignment, and he asked me, in his honor, to copy it down 5 minutes before class, then pass it in as my own, I don't see what the harm is there. We're just being efficient. Why are we gonna duplicate efforts? It doesn't make sense. But the biggest thing that I had a challenge with was my curfew. So when I was younger, it was 9 o'clock, and I'd be home at 8:59. I get a little older, it's 10 o'clock, and I'd be home at 9:59. Then I get to 17 years old, and now it's 11 o'clock. I'm thinking, great, 11? This is going to be great. I soon learned, though, that a lot of stuff happens after 11 o'clock when you're 17 years old. Lots of fun to be had past 11. There's friends to hang out with. There's girls to chase. There's life to be lived past 11 o'clock. And I learned this the hard way. I'd go home, and I'd get a call from my friends the next day. Hey, Jimmy, you missed the best night ever. It's always the best night. Right? You missed the best night ever. Jeez, how did this happen again? So I'm asking myself, well, maybe mom and dad aren't that serious about this whole 11 o'clock thing. Let me test it out a bit. So one night, I come home at midnight. I learned very quickly how serious they were. Jimmy, we have rules. We have rules in this house. When we said be home at 11, we meant it. Not 11:01, not 11:02, not midnight, 11. And that is it. You're in for the night. So now I'm between a rock and a hard place. They want me home at 11. I don't want to be home at 11. So what do? I'll tell you. You come home at 10:59. Better yet, you come home at 10:45. Get some brownie points. You say goodnight to everyone. You let everyone calm down, get relaxed. You let everyone go to sleep. Let the house settle down. And then once it's all nice and quiet, you sneak out of the house. You meet up with your friends, and you have the best night of your life. That is what you do. Now, this is easier said than done. Sure, if your bedroom's on the first floor and your parents are deep sleepers, fine. Wait till they're asleep and walk right out. But no, I lived on the 3rd floor. And I think my parents did that intentionally. I lived on the 3rd floor of a very, very old house. Every door made a noise. Every floor went creak, and you stepped on it the wrong way. So not only that, but my mother, we were convinced would sleep with one eye open, always on alert. If a mouse sneezed 2 towns over, she would hear it. Always on alert. So how am I going to do this? How am I going to get from the 3rd floor out of the house to sneak out for the night? I'm doing my due diligence. I'm doing my analysis, my planning. Right? I've got charts, I've got graphs. It's like a scene from a Mission Impossible movie. I got floor plans. I'm doing dry runs in the middle of the day to make sure that I have this thing down pat. I am meticulous, looking at every single detail of this mission. So what do I have to do? I have to get first from the 3rd floor down to the 2nd floor. This is the easiest part. The stairs was carpeted, right? Muffled the sound. Just to be safe, instead of walking down, I'd sit on the stairs.